Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. Welcome back to Hornet Sports Network. My name is Khalil Stewart, your host, and today I'm joined by none other than head men's basketball coach Tony Mallett. Coach, how you doing today?
Oh, good morning, man. How you doing?
Doing good. It's good to see you. I hadn't seen you since early in June at the Sting Tour, so it's
Yeah.
good to see you. Good to
Good to
see
see
you.
you. Good to see you.
How you been spending your summer so far?
Well, you know how we do it, man. It's work time. It's been really good. Our guys have been on campus since the end of May, and we're about to finish up summer school, 8 weeks of classes and workouts. So it's been an exciting time.
You're going into year 3 now. How has your experience at ASU been so far? Obviously, the changes, things have changed in college sports, and even in these 3 years.
Yes.
The transfer portal, but you have had the luxury of this season bringing back a lot of returning players.
Yes.
And that's rare, and I think that speaks not only to your character as a coach, but the program you're establishing. Elaborate a little bit about that.
Yeah, you're right. The college basketball, college athletics has changed. We have 6 of our top 9 guys returning. That does not happen in this day and age. So we're really excited about that. The program is going in the right direction. We get the job, and we know it's a total rebuild. And in year 2, we were able to make it to the conference tournament, and that hadn't happened in 5 or 6 years. So we were really excited about that. So we're going in the right direction. And then for us to have, like I said, 6 of our top 9 guys returning, I think that's saying a lot about our program and where we're going.
Now, how does it feel for you having that many returning veterans? Because winning in the tournament, you have to have that experience. And now your players from this past season have that experience about playing in this white tournament, what the atmosphere is like. How does that feel for you as a head coach, knowing you have that experience?
Yeah, it feels really good. It starts in the summer and all the workouts, because now you got guys that know exactly what you want. So when you're doing drills, they're the ones at the front of the line, and the new guys are kind of falling in line. So they can kind of set the tone on how we want things done. So it's a really good feeling so far.
Now, you have 6 additions coming in the transfer portal. I really want to say 7. You're going to see where I'm going here. Deontay Bass was a guy that got hurt early in the season.
Exactly.
And Hornet Nation and your team didn't really get an opportunity to see him play throughout the season. So you really got a little bit of a 7th man coming in as well.
Yeah.
Talk a little about your new additions and what also Deontay Bass and what he's going to bring to this team this year.
Yeah, let's talk about Deontay Bass first. First of all, he was a Georgetown transfer, so he was a high major recruit coming out of high school. Last year, he played 2 games for us. And you think about it, in the 2 games, the first game was a non-D1, he had 18 and 10. He tears his ACL in the Memphis game, and he had 14 and 8 before he tore his ACL. So he's a guy that's really talented, really explosive, can really shoot the basketball, has a really good basketball IQ in the field for the game. And so we're excited to get him back. He has been cleared. I'm not letting him do any full contact yet, but he has been cleared. When we get back in August, I'm going to let him go. I'm gonna let him go. So we're excited about him. And then with the new guys, we signed some guys that I think can feel some of the things that hurt us last year. And I think the biggest thing that with us last year was shooting the basketball. You talk about all the things that we did really well. We rebounded the ball well. We defended well. The one thing that hurt us, we did not shoot the ball well. And so that was the focus of recruiting, going to find guys that can really shoot the basketball and score the ball. And I think we've done that. I can start. Do you want me to go down the list? I can kind of go down the names. And we started with Michael Simpson. He's a guy that's from Walter State Junior College. I actually coached I'm getting old. I coached his coach at Walter State when I was at Arkansas State. So it was have a relationship there. He's a shooter. He had 1 game last year at Walter State that he had 10 threes in a game. So he can really shoot the basketball. They were a really good team. I think they won. I think they were like 29 or 30 and 3 last year. Made it to Hutch. So coming from a winning program and a guy that can shoot the basketball. Then we had Jalen Kiego, shooter out of St. Petersburg. So Pensacola State Junior College, can really shoot the basketball. 6'5", 6'6" wing. Can score, can play 3 and 4 for us. But really good shooting and score. Was all league player there in that league. You got Tyler Mack, who's a Division I transfer from Maryland Eastern Shore. Shot over 40% from 3 last year there. So then you got Mario Andrews, who is kind of an undersized 5-man, 6'7", 6'6", 6'7", but rebounding machine. Played right there at Snead State in Alabama, averaged 13 rebounds a game.
Wow.
So rebound is one thing that translates from every level. If you're a good rebounder in high school, you're a good rebounder in junior college, hopefully he'll be a good rebounder here at Alabama State. So we're excited about those guys. And then I'm missing, who am I missing? I am missing, so I said Jalen. Sean Fulcher. That's one. That's the transfer from Buffalo. So we're really excited about him. He has not been on campus. He just finished his class last week. He averaged 8 points last year at Buffalo. He was a really good assist guy, average point guard. He averaged about 4 assists a game. So he's a guy that we're really excited. So we're excited about this incoming class, man, with these guys that we got returning.
Now, one of the things that you emphasized your opening press conference when you stepped on the campus was rebounding and defense.
Yes.
And last year you ranked second in defense and number 1 in rebounding in the SWAC.
Yeah.
How do you feel like this class translates to your motto going forward?
Well, and that's I think the returning guys get it. So now it's going to be the new guys that we got to make sure that they understand exactly where we are doing those. We call those the grimy things.
Right.
You know, you got to be able to defend and rebound. Those are things that they're not sexy. You know, a lot of times they don't show up on the stat sheets. So the return guys, they understand that. That's why we were good in those areas. The new guys, we got to make sure that they do understand that because they're brought in to do all this stuff plus the things that they did really well at their previous schools, shoot the basketball and all those things. So we're excited about the new guys again, but they haven't been pushed yet. You know, June and July, man, it's a long basketball season. So June and July, we talk about really doing a lot of skill work, our strength and conditioning program, and then we're doing some team stuff, but we're not doing a lot because, again, it's such a long season. So we want to make sure these guys are fresh, their mind is fresh. I'm not doing a lot of, you know how I am on the sideline. I'm not doing a lot of that right now. So it's getting to the point where, hey, they're about to go home for a couple weeks. We come back in August, middle of August, and it's go time.
Now, Coach, what are some things that we can expect to see from this team? It's early, but I'm sure you're seeing some things that are established, different personalities. How are they mixing together off the court?
Well, I think, first of all, that they're getting together and they spend a lot of time together because at Alabama State, you know, in summertime, it's not a lot of people on campus.
Right.
So they're spending a lot of time together, you know, because, again, they've been here for 8 weeks. So they're spending a lot of their time together. So that's been really good. But I think that the new guys and the old guys here have spent a lot of time and are bonding the right way. We've done some bonding activities over the summer, and that I think that's been really good for our team. So, yeah, we're excited, man, about the guys, the new guys and returning guys continue to try to lead.
Absolutely. Well, to wrap the interview up, I want to talk about your son, TJ.
Yeah.
He's heading into his senior year,
Yeah.
and you've coached him his whole collegiate career.
Yeah.
How excited are you about coaching him in his last ride?
I'm so excited about it, man. It's one of those deals that had no idea that it was going to be like this. When, you know, I take the job at South Carolina State, TJ comes with me, and, you know, his first year at South Carolina State, he was third team All-MEAC. He was on the All-Rookie team. He comes to Alabama State. First year, he's SWAC Newcomer of the Year. Last year, he was second team All-League. So he has done what he needs to do. Now we need to win at a high level his senior year. He needs to continue to play the way that he's been playing and continue to bring that leadership. If he does that, man, I think that he can walk out of here and he can be, you know, somebody that people can think back and say he was a good player at Alabama State.
Now, are you on senior night? Are you going to drop any tears?
Probably. I'm getting old. It's one of those deals that when I was young, I think I was tough-minded and all that. As I'm getting older, everything that has to do with my daughter, my son, and my family, I'm teary-eyed. So probably so.
Absolutely, Coach. We appreciate you for your time. Folks, we're going to continue this Coach's Show throughout the year, and you can expect this won't be the last time you see Coach Madlock on the show. Coach, again, we appreciate you for your time.
I appreciate you.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. We'll see you next time. All right, Coach, appreciate you for
My
your
man.
time, man.